How's it going? My name is Hoiman, and not really too much has happened this week for me. So first off, I mentioned that last week I was expecting a call from my psychiatrist this week, and they did indeed call. So they apparently said we spoke in March, and I have no memory of that, but I think it probably is true. I do recall maybe having a call with them, but in any case, with this call I think it went okay. I just basically told them how I've been, told them that my mood has been exceptionally low this past few weeks, and then they just basically told me that has there been any trigger for my low mood, and I said I mainly told them that nothing really triggers it, it's just kind of one of those phases I'm going through. And then she basically said that because I said it was a phase, she feels that I kind of understand how my mental health affects me and how it kind of changes over time, because I told her sometimes I just go through phases where I feel really low, but after a few weeks or even some months it does slowly improve itself. So she basically told me that I seem to have a big understanding of how my mental health works and how it affects me. So I guess that's true in a sense, because I do always say that my mental health can just change my mood really drastically for no reason at all at any point in time really, and it always takes me quite a few weeks or even sometimes months to slowly recover and lift my mood really. And she also asked if I've had any suicidal thoughts or harming others or myself, and I basically said sometimes, but I don't really act on them. And she said that because I don't act on them, it shows how strong I am towards the intrusive thoughts. So I guess that's true as well. So although I always get these negative thoughts, I never act on them, not in recent years anyway. So I guess that does kind of show, that I do have some willpower or some strong methods to stop myself from acting those thoughts. So I guess in a way those are positive things for me. But she also said that the medication I'm taking currently seems to be working quite effectively. Like the current doses, I mentioned that I still get tired and drowsiness from them, but she feels that it's quite a good balance at the moment on the current doses. So for now, she said to just stick with the doses of medication, so I plan to do that. So overall the call went okay, just basically reminding myself what a struggle and battle I go through every day with mental health and how strong I am towards tackling them. And then I guess in a way it's kind of brought some more positive reminders for myself with mental health. And then for the majority of the week, I've just been slowly continuing with my book really. And although I'll get to my mood in a bit, but it's definitely affected me still this week. So just still finding the motivation to continue my book each day, and I don't really work on it as much as I would like to this past week. But overall, I'm currently reading through chapter 6, so it's going slow, but it's still going okay, I think. So for my mood this week, I mentioned last week that my mood has just drastically dropped, and I've just felt really depressed, unmotivated, and just found no enjoyment in anything I do this past few weeks. And I think this week, for the most part, it still remained pretty much similar to last week, but I think it is very, very slowly lifting slightly. Like, I feel that my mood is slightly higher than it was last week, but I still feel pretty low and unmotivated and still find difficulty in finding enjoyment in things. But it's just one of those phases I mentioned that I'm going through, so hopefully I'll start feeling better sooner rather than later. So next week is apparently the full lifting of lockdown here in the UK, and that apparently happens on the 19th of July. And apparently all restrictions and lockdown from the pandemic are going to be lifted, so you're going to be able to go out and socialize with many people, and all shops will be back open and stuff. And I don't know, I still feel that it might be a bit too early lifting every single restriction, just because we're still getting quite a lot of high numbers here in the UK, especially with a new variant. So even though lockdown is fully lifted next week, I still feel that it's probably a bit early, and I'm personally gonna still keep to the distancing rules and stuff, just for me personally, just to keep extra safe really. But in any case, if you do plan on meeting up with people or going anywhere just because the restrictions are lifted, then I hope you all stay safe. So I guess that's pretty much it for this week, so hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. My name is Hoiman, and please consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.